Okay, everybody. This is going to be interesting. I am doing a blog challenge. It is a vlog challenge. It's called Strip Down Challenge, and it was started by this kid named Jonah out of North Hollywood. And basically how it works is I have to sit on here and talk for 10 minutes straight, which I have a timer here with my little thing for 10 minutes. And I can't do any music, I can't have any edits, I can't put any graphics or anything. It has to be just straight me sitting here talking to you for 10 minutes straight. And I don't know, this is gonna be kind of weird. I've never done this before, and hopefully the camera will stay on and work. But the whole idea behind it, the reason why I liked it and I watched it, the whole point of what he was trying to do is he's trying to get it to be so that we as YouTubers can be a little more honest and real and really kind of just strip down to who we really are. So if you were really sitting in my house or sitting here in the dance studio with me, it would be like how I would normally talk to you one-on-one. So this is all about me. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Mickey, and I am one of the coaches and owners of The Dance Spot, which is a really, really small dance studio here in Kansas. And we're in like the really small towns. Like most of our kids go to schools that have like maybe 20 kids in their whole graduating class. So having dance studios in bigger cities, yeah, it's easier to get a lot of people to show up. But around here, I mean, most of the kids around here are athletes, so it's really, really hard to encourage dance and get it going. We have 3 studios in small towns here in Kansas, and now we're up to 64 total students in our entire 3 studio locations. We've got 1 studio that's in Wamego, and we're sharing the space with Cats Gymnastics, and then we just opened that up this year. And then we have Alma, which we've been there for several years now. And last year we just actually opened up a studio location. And then of course my hometown where I live here in Burlingame. So, you know, you're probably wondering, what am I gonna talk about for 10 minutes? I don't know. I guess I could start with, for those of you who are interested in dance and why you're probably subscribed to our channel, is why we even started. First of all, I'm not a dancer originally. Originally, I'm an athlete. I played basketball and softball all through elementary school and stuff. I did take some dance classes when I was younger, but I really shined as an athlete. I grew up in Oklahoma in a small town, and I used to come up here to Kansas all the time when I was a kid, and we'd come up here and visit my cousins and my grandparents who lived here in Osage County. And so I never really was a big dancer, but I know what it's like to be a small town athlete. And back when I played basketball, there was no 5-on-5. It was 3 girls on one end of the basketball floor and 3 girls on the other, and you couldn't cross the half-court line. And so growing up playing ball like that, that's really dating me back in the day. But so when I moved out of our small town in Kansas, we had to move to California, in Southern California, and ended up being really, really good playing basketball for most of my high school years. I even got to be on an AAU team. If any of you guys know anything about women's basketball, I got to play with a lot of the girls that played in the WNBA. Like one of the summer leagues I did, I got to play with Lisa Leslie. First time I ever had a chick dunk on me. That was pretty cool. And I also played with the Tower Twins, what we called them. They were on my summer league ball team and stuff like that. So, and they did a Disney movie about them. These really tall girls that were pretty famous, and sisters and twins, and they played ball. And then after high school, I kind of was burned out of basketball, and I didn't have that passion for it anymore like I used to when I was younger. And always loved dance, always loved the performing arts. So in college, I had to take some kind of physical activity, and I was not about to go take basketball as my college credit that I needed. So I took some dance classes, Fell in love with it again. My sister, who was never really an athlete, she's younger than me, she was a dancer. And she ended up being a dancer for the Los Angeles Clippers, which was cool because it was two of my favorites. I got to go to a ball game and watch basketball, but then I also got to go and support my little sister who was a cheerleader on the team. And it was pretty epic for me because if anybody knows me, Coach Mickey, and they know my past history, they know I've been obsessed with Magic Johnson since I was like probably 5, 6, 7, who knows. Loved him. And it was probably one of the greatest games of my life because when I went to go to the ball game, he was sitting across the way from me and I was on the floor, and it was awesome because the whole time instead of watching the ball game, I was watching Magic Johnson because he was sitting across the way. And then of course, one of my best friends from high school, she was on the USC college basketball team, which her coach was Cheryl Miller, another huge fan of mine, and I never got to meet Cheryl, but it was cool because my best friend would tell me about how they would be playing practices and stuff. And then one time the Lakers came in and there was Magic, so she got to play open gym with Magic Johnson. Thanks a lot. I was really jealous about that. But you know, everything happens for a reason. So getting back to how I ended up here. So I got married. My husband was in the Navy, and so we traveled a lot. And it was probably about when my girls were about 10. My oldest, Courtney, she was about 9 or 10. And she had been taking, you know, I tried to get her involved in sports and stuff like that. And she just was not an athlete. Not at all. Like, she had none of my athletic ability whatsoever, but she really liked dance and she actually was really good at it. So when we moved here to Kansas, I wanted the kids to grow up in high school without having to move around so much. So we bought a home here in Kansas and my husband was going to retire soon. So I tried to get her involved in some dance, and I couldn't afford the big city classes and the competition fees and all that kind of crazy stuff. So I thought, well, why don't you know, start a little like community rec kind of dance team program. And that's what we did. We started this little team and it started here at Burlingame. First it was through the school, and then because we had a lot of people outside of Burlingame that wanted to join our team, we couldn't really stay with the school program. So we ended up creating an all-star program. So then we became the BDT All-Stars, which was Burlingame Dance Team All-Stars. Well, then it was hard for me to recruit anybody outside because I guess in small towns, they don't want to go, if you're from Osage, you don't want to be on a Burlingame All-Star dance team. You'd rather be on a Universal team name. So I opened up the studio in Scranton, which I thought was the more central location of Osage County, and we called it the Dance Spot, and we were the Dance Spot All-Stars, and we started out with going to it was Courtney's senior year, and we started out, we had, probably about 25 kids total at the studio. That was the first time I ever had Autumn, so if you've watched our YouTube videos, you can see Autumn on our videos. Well, she was one of my first mascots I ever had, which was really kind of cool. And we started it there, and we just kind of kept growing. And then over the years, Courtney ended up dancing at Emporia State University, and she was a Stingers dancer, and she kept coming back and helping me out because as the studio kept growing, and I don't have the dance training or skills that Courtney has, I needed more help. And so she came in and started coaching for me, and eventually she took over the studio, and now she is the head director, creative director, and owner, and I'm assisting her. And now my middle daughter, Madeline, she just graduated last year, and she also gave up an opportunity to go to dance down in college because she really wanted to coach. And so she's now also working with Courtney, and they take our elite level kids to the next level, where I still work with my favorites, which is the mascots and minis and beginning level dancers. And that's kind of how we started the whole thing. Oh, I made it! I did it! 10 minutes! Look at that! So now you got to hear a little bit about who we were and what we did, and we made this, I did it. I made the strip down challenge, and you got to find out a little bit more about who I am. So thanks a lot, and you know, thanks for having this like opportunity for us YouTubers to try this challenge like that, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, so I'll see you guys. This weekend we have our dance spot recital coming up, and it's our 6th one. It's pretty exciting. You're gonna get to see all the kids that you've seen on our YouTube videos. They're gonna be performing their team routines, and we can't really show you the full videos of them because, you know, our competitors out there like to, you know, they like to steal some of our ideas and concepts sometimes. So we don't like to put that out until after competition. We like to make it a surprise. And you will see that too. So you'll get to see behind the scenes footage with everyone. We have one routine that has our entire studio in it, which includes our sassy seniors and our minis and our juniors and our high school kids. It's gonna be awesome, and it'll be fun to like show you guys what it's like to put this whole thing together with 3 different studios coming together. So thanks again, and that was easy. Wow, 10 minutes was nothing for Coach Mickey. All right, see you guys later, and don't forget, come out to the recital this weekend. It's Sunday, December 20th. We have a 2 p.m. show, which features our elite company kids and our mascots and tiny tots, and then we have a 6 p.m. show that features all of our older kids and their competition routines, and that's where you'll see our sassy seniors. And it's at Wabaunsee High School in Alma, Kansas. It's free and open up to the public, so please come on out and support the kids. They would really, really love it, and especially if you came and told them that you found out about it through YouTube. They would flip because they're so excited about having this YouTube channel and letting you guys be a part of their family. So thanks, and see you guys.